doesn't love a good time with friends? Come kick it with us over here on the network that brings you big content in small pieces.
It could all be so simple, but y'all gotta make it so complex.
Simple Complexities. A show that gives you a bit of this and that about the simple but complex things in life, right here on the CWF network. Ladies and gents, I'm your host, Lady A. You're now tuned in with me, so feel free to soar higher than you've ever imagined. Welcome to my little space on the internet. You're now tuned into a show that helps break down the complexities of life in the easiest way possible. Something we like to call Simple Complexities. And it's a show you can find right here on the CWF network, where we bring you big content in small pieces. I'm your host, Lady A. Let's get into it. Hey, my butterflies. I am manifesting that all of you are having an outstanding week thus far, and that nothing but good vibes and positive energy has been covering all of you beloveds. So y'all know y'all gotta talk to me. I want to know how your week is going. Call or text the CWF Network hotline at 347-719-3350 and leave me a message. Talk to me now. Also, feel free to comment on SoundCloud whenever I bring up or share something you want to talk about. Just get right on SoundCloud and comment as soon as it comes to mind. Because as always, I want to know what you're thinking, feeling, or you just want to share with me. Y'all, what's going on with the weather in Virginia? It has gone from cloudy and breezy to the sun blazing, right back to it being cloudy and the sky opening back up with rain. Like, the weather here in Virginia has been like the tea time combos I've been having with my girls or long talks with my man, meaning I never know what the heck I'm gonna get, baby. Like, I literally am either shocked, stuck, and or weak from the laughter by the time I finish with these convos and get off the phone or stop texting all of them. Recently, I had a conversation with my man that had us on a deep talk and thinking wave, and even had us looking at TED Talks. Y'all, TED Talks, who would have thought? You know, we got to talking about different things that could hinder a relationship and some of the detrimental effects it could have in the long run. Now, we both been together off and on since 2015. So you bet we have had our share of relationship obstacles. And we've also dealt with some of the same issues when it comes to our friends who are couples. You know, stuff like communication issues, anger outbursts, financial hardships, and the top one, the lack of sex. Now, after talking a little more on the issue, especially about the top relationship complaint, which is lack of sex, I really wanted to know whether or not other people thought that the lack of sexual intercourse or intimacy with your boo can give him or her a reason to cheat. Now, my stance on the topic. Hell no. I do not think it should give your man or woman a reason to cheat. But it is a common excuse for a lot of people. But here's my thing, I feel like if you wanted to cheat on your man or woman, that's just because you want to do it. And as soon as you start blaming and pointing the finger at your man because of a mistake that you yourself made, you just need to go ahead and excuse yourself from the relationship, boo. Like, you really need to exit stage left and be done. Because that is all the way wrong. You blaming someone else for your cheating? Like, come on now. Think about this. Can you really put yourself in your boo's shoes for just a minute? And maybe ask yourself why that person's sexual appetite has decreased? Or better yet, has it always been that way and you're just now picking up on it because now you gotten comfortable in a relationship? Really think about that, because that's a real life question there, So, like, what if your man or woman always has sexual issues or insecurities and you just didn't even notice? Like, how messed up is that? And that could have came from past trauma as a child, or the lack of confidence within themselves that he or she never even told you about. I know at one point, for example, my man and I had to go see a sex educator for our relationship because there were things that I had suppressed as a child from being molested that was affecting our own love realm. And to be frankly honest, we're still working through things because of that. But what I can say about my man, that instead of him going out and screwing everything with legs, what I really can say about him is that he tries to be as patient as he can. He asks me questions for clarity and understanding of how I feel and what I'm going through. And he's willing to seek help professionally with me and not with his private parts. And for real, baby, that's all I can ask, you know. Another thing I was thinking about, what we talked about was, you know, there could be a lack of intimacy that the cheater shows their loved one. So think about this. You and him have been together for several years and you get comfortable. You know, everybody gets comfortable in a relationship, you know, and if you don't, you know, somebody lying. You know, say for instance, the cheater feels like they're just supposed to get sex whenever they want it without any type of spark or romantic escapade. Like, for example, a person could really be watching a porno, you know, and it could be the wackest porno without any intimacy shown, or that could be taught, you know, to do with their lover. And an idea pops in their head that they just want to try it out on old boy or old girl. Now, do you really think, you know, a person is going to want to keep giving you the goods after you're trying those whack porno moves? Yeah, no. You know, and when they don't want to have sex with you after the moves are old and played out and whack, you know, that's when that cheater decides to try them whack moves on somebody else. You know, that's wrong. That's dead wrong. What you need to be doing is stepping your game up and making your boo feel like they are the star in Love Jones or something. You know, make them want to do it more, you know, instead of just copping out with somebody else. All in all, you know, after finishing the convo with my man, we both agreed that the lack of sex is just not a legitimate reason why you should cheat on your loved one. You know, it's just not right. You know, we looked at different videos and we looked up some stuff on YouTube and love affirmations. And after going through all of that, you know, we both talked about it and agreed that if a couple really wants their sex life to grow and become more intimate and consistent, then they have to put in the work. You know, you got to put in the work together. You know, leave your friends out of it. You know, keep all of that intimate stuff with each other. Because at the end of the day, you're not with your friends, you're not with your family, you're with that loved one, you know, and that's who hopefully you're going to marry, have kids with, grow, start a family with. You know what I'm saying? A few tips that we found that I wanted to share with you guys, because we're actually going to try a few of them, you know, is the first one is basically try working out together to get more blood flowing to those private areas. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that'll arouse you to get in the mood and get in the moment, you know, and go at each other. Try spending more time in the bedroom with the phones off, and maybe go to bed in the same bed at the same time. You know, that will encourage you to do a little cuddling, and you know, you won't have your phone to get on social media. You basically have to, you know, be not forced, but hopefully encourage you to spend more time with your loved one and maybe explore their body, you know. Another one, fantasies are key. Don't be afraid to role play because you need to be free with your boo. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. And my absolute favorite is settle all arguments in the bed naked, baby. Like, you never want to go to bed angry with your, significant other. What a better way to, forget about the argument, forget about what you guys were going at it about by getting into a clean bed with their clean bodies, nestled up with each other. Y'all already know what's going down in the boom boom room after that. I ain't even got to explain. Well, that's just a little something that I wanted to share with you. Please let me know your thoughts. Be sure to call or text the CWF Network hotline at 347-719-3350. And while you're at it, follow me at Lady A Real One. And also follow the network at CWFP_. Let me get out of here. I have been your host, Lady A, and I thank you so much for soaring and vibing with me, beloveds. These are just some of the simple but yet complex things that I saw on the net. What are some of your simple complexities? I'll let you think about it. Talk next time.
This is the CWF Network, where we bring you big content in small pieces. Follow us on Instagram at CWFP_. Okay, bye.